Hi, very warm welcome to all the judges and the participants for the Lmfao event. Uh, Neha, just let us know when we are good to start.
Uh, I'm just opening your evaluation sheet actually. मेरा वो हो गया Zoom call कहीं गायब हो गया. I cannot find my Zoom call. Where is the Zoom call? Okay. Edit with the Sheets app. Use the app. Install. मेरे को अब इसमें अपना फोन का वो कॉल ही नहीं मिल रहा पता है ये रहा कॉल no.
Should we share the sheet again on any other?
I have the sheet. My problem is that I'm not able to get back to the call. Okay, just once. Okay.
Yeah.
Jyotsna and Chetan, are you guys comfortable with do you have it accessible, the Google Sheet, or should we send it to you again?
Yeah, it's open for me.
Okay, I have been able to open. It's on my phone. The only problem is that if I open it, then I can't type in it. So I'm just struggling with that, and I'm trying to add another device also. So let's hope the device gets working. Okay, I have the sheet with me, although. Okay.
Great. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, frequency. Okay. So basically you have set 10 criterias on which one has to do the thing. Did I understand? Okay, I think I'm okay too.
And there's a correction from our side. There are 4 participants in the final round. The first one, Amit Pant, won't be joining us.
Okay, give me a moment. I'll get
Yeah.
something along with laptop on.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Amit Pant is not there, right? That's what is the case. Okay, whenever you want to start and with whom, you can let me know.
I guess we are good to go. Everybody is here. So now let's get started. Yeah. Okay. So good evening, one and all. I am Pratishtha,
And I'm Rahul.
and we welcome you all to the last event of the day and the last event of the 3-day fun-filled ride that we so endearingly called Ojas 14.
Ojas is the flagship event of SPJN Institute of Management Research, Mumbai. We were the 7th biggest fest last year. And this year, as we break the illusions of reality, we are only going to get bigger and better.
Today's evening holds a special charm as we host the national finals of Lmfao, the flagship comedy event of Ojas 14. After screening multiple entries from across top colleges in India, we have shortlisted top 4 contestants who will battle out their wits today to emerge as the ultimate comedy star and the national winner.
We would like to thank our jury members for taking out time and joining us this evening. Our first panelist is Ms. Josna Rustogi. Josna is an alumni of SPJR Batch 2020. She is currently working with Castrol as marketing project manager and cherishes a deep interest in writing and theatre.
Thank you, Jyotsna, for joining us today. Our second judge is Miss Neha Pashin. Neha is an international marketing expert with 13 years of rich experience in the industry and is also a proud SPJMR alumna.
Thank you, Neha, for joining us today. And our last jury member is Mr. Chetan Kejriwal, who is currently working with Udan as a project manager. He is also a SPJR alumni of 2020 batch. He enjoys creative design and editing.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Chetan.
jury. Thank you, jury. We'd love to hear it from our jury who are back at their alma mater years after graduation, although virtually.
So, Josna, would you like to please encourage the participants for the event?
Yeah, hi everyone. So it was a very pleasant surprise to be, asked to come back to SP. In fact, after years and be a part of this event. Ojas has always had very special memories for me. So even when I was, studying in SP, I was part of the Ojas team. So I remember all these long huddles we used to do and all the planning that went into designing any event. You guys have worked very hard. And I'm hoping we have a good time here. The event sounds very promising. And I'm sure the 4 contestants will have us rolling with laughter. Let's hear from the other jury members as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Jyotsna. Neha, would you please address the participants?
Yeah, hi everyone, and this is Neha. Thank you for inviting me over. Honestly, when just contacted me, it was a pleasant surprise, and I was a little surprised because honestly, apart from being in marketing and being on the creative side, there's nothing else which I could have added. But then the thought of the idea that I would get to laugh for over an hour or something was exciting enough. So I decided to be okay about it. And being a Sunday, lucky me. So all the best, guys. Have fun.
Thank you so much, Neha, for your kind words. Now, we will request Chetan to please address the audience.
Well, this is my first time. I'm not paying for watching a comedy show, so I'm really excited for the same. Uh, Free things always excite me, and being on the other side of the stage is something that excites me more. So, to all participants, yes, I have been following Ashneer Grover of late very keenly. So, be ready to get a flavor of the same, and that will be my hint to start off.
Well, that's something. Thanks, Chetan. And thank you, jury, for your kind words.
Let me now introduce you to the rules of this competition. Each participant will have 10 to 12 minutes to perform. Although we request the performers to refrain from using any obscene language or discriminatory remarks, we encourage everyone to freely express your ideas on the stage.
So, all right, without much ado, let's get down to showtime. So, are you all ready to get your funny bones tickled?
So, Padasha, like we have all heard, like laughter is the best medicine, but I have a reason behind it. Like for 2 minutes of laughter, it's just as healthy as 20 minutes of jog. So now I'm spending my afternoons in the park, laughing at all the joggers.
Please, Rahul, come on. Let's leave the comedy bit to the people who are actually good at it. And so if you're just like done with your dad jokes, can we please start? I'm super excited for the event and I cannot wait anymore, honestly.
Sure, but I will keep trying. So let's have our first participant on the virtual stage. So we welcome Manik Mittal from I Am Amritsar.
Hi, everybody. So one request, can you please turn on your videos and like unmute yourself so that I can actually hear the laugh?
Yeah, sure, Manik. Although we'll just inform you that this is live on YouTube, so our audience is not on the Zoom call. So everybody's there on
Okay.
YouTube, and we are here to obviously support you with our cheers and giggles.
Okay.
I
Right.
think judges can definitely laugh and cheer you up. No problem with that.
Okay. So before starting this, okay, let me just give you a disclaimer. अगर तो तुम सबको मेरा परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा लगा तो ये मेरा फर्स्ट टाइम नहीं था. ओके, और अगर अच्छा नहीं लगा तो ठीक है, तुमने भी कुछ खास पैसा नहीं दिया देखने के लिए. Okay, so my name is Manik Mittal and I am a very weird person with a very good quality of I can influence my weirdness on other people. ठीक है. और मैं इतना डाउन टू अर्थ पर्सन हूँ, मैं इतना मिट्टी से जुड़ा हुआ इंसान हूं ना, ये मैं नहीं बोल रहा, ये मैं आपको फैक्ट के साथ प्रूव करके बताता हूँ। कैट मैंने भरा था, उस टाइम पे अपना सीवी बनाया था, 1000 कॉलेजेस को मैंने अपना सीवी सबमिट किया। उसमें से पता किन कॉलेजेस ने मेरी ये क्वालिटी को पहचाना? सबसे पहला कॉलेज था जिसका नाम था सोइल, SOIL। यू कैन एक्चुअली गूगल इट, दिस इज कॉलेज। सेकंड कॉलेज जिसका मेरे को कॉल आया वो था DBGIM, देश भूमि जनरल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट, समथिंग लाइक दैट। ठीक है, मिट्टी से जुड़ा हुआ इंसान। तीसरा कॉल जिसका मेरे को जिस कॉलेज से आया, वो उस कॉलेज का नाम था स्किप्स, संत कबीर इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मैनेजमेंट। IIT गाजियाबाद का नाम सुना हुआ आपने सबने? उससे कॉल नहीं आया मेरे को, उसकी फर्स्ट कॉपी से कॉल आया ITM। ठीक है, फिर लास्ट में हद तब हो गई जब मेरे को SP जैन से भी कॉल आया। हाँ, मेरे को कॉल आया हुआ SP जैन से, ये SP जैन का कॉल आया, कांग्रेचुलेशंस टू यू, यू हैव बीन शॉर्टलिस्टेड फॉर दिस प्रोग्राम। ठीक है, तो वो पूरा मेल मैंने पढ़ा भी नहीं था, तभी मैं सेलिब्रेट करने चला गया। ठीक है, 2 घंटे बाद आया सेलिब्रेट करके, तो मेल आया था, सॉरी फॉर द इनकन्वीनियंस, यू आर नॉट सिलेक्टेड, यू आर अनफिट फॉर द रोल। और ब्रैकेट में लिखा हुआ था, यू आर 20 kgs ओवरवेट एंड वी स्पेसिफिकली डोंट वांट मिट्टी से जुड़ा हुआ इंसान। मैंने ये जोक जिनको नहीं समझ आया ना, मैं आपको समझाता हूँ। 2019 SP जैन ट्रेजेडी याद है सबको? सीनियर्स है कोई यहाँ पे सेकंड ईयर वाले? तो SP जैन ने फॉल्स कॉल्स भेजे थे, तो उसका मैं विक्टिम हूँ। ठीक है, तो वो हुआ। ठीक है, तो मैंने भी, अब आई एम फ्रॉम पंजाब, ठीक है, देख के लग ही रहा होगा, तो मैंने भी रिप्लाई में कर दिया, वी आर नॉट फैट, वी आर इन पंजाब वी से आई एम सेक्सी एंड आई नो इट। ठीक है, तो उस दिन मेरे को 2 चीजें रियलाइज हुई कि पहली चीज तो ये थी, मतलब एक तो मैं खुश था और एक दुखी था। दुखी इसलिए था कि क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली SP जैन की अपॉर्चुनिटी लूज हो गई मेरे से। ठीक है, खुश इसलिए था कि मेरे को रियलाइज हुआ कि यार नोबडी इज परफेक्ट। SP जैन अगर गलती कर सकता है तो कोई भी गलती कर सकता है। ठीक है, तो अब थोड़ा सा वर्कएक्स के ऊपर आते हैं। तो कितने लोग यहाँ पे वर्कएक्स वाले हैं? यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा चीयर्स दे दो।
वर्कएक्स
कितने लोग IT से हैं? ओके, और कितने लोग TCS से हैं? ओके, यू आर परफेक्ट ऑडियंस। ठीक है, तो अब मेरे को एक चीज बताओ कि कैट का फुल फॉर्म याद है किसी को? क्या?
कॉमन एडमिशन
टेस्ट।
नहीं, वो लोगों के लिए है। TCS वालों के लिए एक ही फुल फॉर्म होता है, कंपल्सरी एग्जाम आफ्टर TCS। तो अब जैसे मैंने बताया था कि मैं तो वियर्ड हूँ, मेरे आसपास के लोग भी सारे वियर्ड हो जाते हैं, तो मैं पहला पर्सन बताना चाहता हूँ जो कि है मेरी एक्स गर्लफ्रेंड। ठीक है, तो जैसे मैं मेरी जो एक्स गर्लफ्रेंड थी ना, वो बहुत वियर्ड थी। उसके सपने इतने वियर्ड थे, मतलब ड्रीम्स ऐसे थे ना उसके। उसका ड्रीम पता क्या था? उसको बिग बॉस जाना था और जीतना भी था। दूसरा, वो उसको ना लड़ाई करना उसका पैशन था, एंड शी वाज CA बाय प्रोफेशन। तो मैं पहला एक ऐसा CA जानता हूँ जो अपने पैशन को अच्छे से फॉलो कर रहा है। ठीक है, अब हम सबका ना एक म्यूजिक में एक टेस्ट होता है, राइट? तो अगर हम सब एक मूवी देखने यहाँ पे बैठेंगे ना, तो आई एम श्योर एक मूवी में एक सॉन्ग ऐसा होगा जो हम सब स्किप करेंगे, राइट? वो कोई नहीं सुनना चाहेगा, वही सॉन्ग उसकी प्लेलिस्ट होती। फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको सॉन्ग एक बताता हूँ, एक जोड़ी ब्रेकर्स का सॉन्ग है, बिपाशा बिपाशा अदम सुनाओ प्यार की भाषा। सुना किसने ये सॉन्ग? नहीं सुना भाई, जिसने सुना उस पे लानत है ये। ठीक है, तो वो इतना वियर्ड सॉन्ग है ना, उस सॉन्ग पे 1 मिलियन व्यूज है, सब उसके सॉन्ग व्यूज है। और हम जैसे कमिटेड थे, हम आसपास जैसे हम कहीं जाते थे बाहर, लोग पूछते थे कि आर यू कमिटेड, ये वो। ठीक है, तो वो पता क्या बोलती थी? ये सिर्फ मेरा महबूब, मैं इसकी महबूबा। वो इतनी वियर्ड थी। ठीक है, तो हमारा ब्रेकअप हुआ, उसकी साइड से म्यूचुअल, मेरी साइड से नॉट म्यूचुअल। ठीक है, तो ब्रेकअप हुआ, तो मेरे को ऐसा लगा कि ठीक है, SP जैन ने भी धोखा दे दिया, गर्लफ्रेंड ने भी दे दिया, ठीक है, कैट ने भी दे दिया, सब जगह से मेरे को ऐसा लगा आई एम फीलिंग डिप्रेस्ड। तो मैं गया, मतलब मेरे को ऐसे सिम्टम्स होने लगे, मैं अपनी मम्मी के पास गया, हु इज सेकंड वियर्ड पर्सन ऑफ माय लाइफ। ठीक है, तो अब यही चीज तुम मुंबई के लोग अगर अपने पेरेंट्स को जाके बोलोगे कि हाँ मम्मी या मैं, मतलब ऐसे मॉम कि आई एम फीलिंग डिप्रेस्ड, क्या बोलेंगे, बेटा यू शुड गो एक्सरसाइज, हाँ डॉक्टर के पास ले जाते हैं, ये करते हैं ऐसे। मेरी माँ ने हद पार कर दिया, वो मेरी माँ है, ठीक है, वो बोली बेटा तेरे को नजर लगी हुई है, ठीक है, तो नजर उतारी उन्होंने, कुछ हुआ नहीं, ठीक है। तो अब मैंने जीएफ का फिर से सहारा लिया डिप्रेशन से बाहर आने का। अब यहाँ पे जीएफ है गोल्ड फ्लेक, ठीक है, तो गोल्ड फ्लेक का सहारा लिया। तो एक दिन स्मोक कर रहा था मैं, कोई स्मोक करता है यहाँ पे? ओके ठीक है, तो गोल्ड फ्लेक मैं स्मोक कर रहा था, तो गलती से बट मेरे घर पे रह गया। मूविंग ऑन टू माय सेकंड वियर्ड पर्सन, मेरी माँ का पति, माय फादर, ठीक है। तो उन्होंने देखा कि वहां पे बट पड़ा था, तो मेरे को बोले कि बेटा वी नीड टू टॉक, सुबह 6 बजे। अब मेरे दिमाग में, मैंने बोला मैं पंजाब से हूँ, मेरे घर पे इंग्लिश कौन बोल रहा है पहली बात, ठीक है। मैं जल्दी से उठा, मैंने बोला पक्का वाट लगने वाली है। तो मैंने बोला हाँ जी। कहते अब ना तू बड़ा हो गया। मैंने बोला हाँ जी। कहते हम बातें शेयर कर सकते हैं, ट्रीट मी एज योर फ्रेंड। मैंने बोला रात को 9:30 बजे तक तो ये हम बाप बेटा थे, कौन से भगवान आपके सपने में आए हैं जिन्होंने बोला ये भी करना होता है, ठीक है। तो बोले मजाक मत कर। मैंने बोला शुरू किसने किया? तो कहते अच्छा अब ना तू बड़ा हो गया, तेरे पाँव ना मेरे जूते में फिट होने लग गए। मैंने बोला हाँ। कहते तूने सिगरेट पी है? मैं बोला सिगरेट C10H12N2 नहीं, मैंने नहीं पी। तो बस वही जूते से मेरी छिताई की 2 मिनट में। तो आज वो भी जूता आज मेरे पीछे छपा हुआ है, ठीक है। अब मूविंग ऑन टू, जैसे मैं अभी आपको बता रहा था कि आईटी की बातें मैं की, राइट। तो टीसीएस आती है, राइट, सबको पता है, आती है, ट्रक भर के लेके जाती है, इवन इन सम एमबीए कॉलेजेस आल्सो, ठीक है। तो उस ट्रक के हम भी सवारी थे, मैं और मेरे दोस्त। तो हम वहां गए, तो वहां पे ना तुमने यूनिटी की सबसे ज्यादा हद क्या देखी होगी कॉलेज में या कहीं पे भी? ज्यादा से ज्यादा यही देखा होगा कि हाँ भाई मास बंक कर लेते हैं, यही होती है कॉलेज में, तो ठीक है। हमारा वहां पे पता क्या यूनिटी था? एक बंदे ने बोला भाई मेरे को काम नहीं करना, सबने मास रिजाइन कर दिया। ये यूनिटी की हद थी हमारी वहां पे, ठीक है। तो उसमें से एक मेरा दोस्त था अंकित, ठीक है। तो अंकित, जैसे मेरा ब्रेकअप हुआ, आई वाज फीलिंग वेरी सैड एंड हॉर्नी, तो मैं अंकित के पास गया। अंकित इज नॉट अ पर्सन, ही इज अ ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट इमोशन, ठीक है। इतना ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट बंदा है, इतना ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट बंदा ना। तो मैं उसके पास गया, आज सुबह की बात है, राइट, आज सुबह की बात है। तो उसने ना मेरे को इंस्टाग्राम पे एक पोस्ट थी जहाँ पे विक्की और कैटरीना थे, ठीक है। उसके ऊपर लिखा था टैग समवन हु लुक क्यूटर विद कैटरीना कैफ रादर देन विक्की कौशल। उसने मेरे को टैग कर दिया, इस चेहरे को टैग कर दिया उसने, विक्की कौशल से उसने कंपेयर किया, ठीक है। तो कैटरीना का खुद मेरे को डीएम आया, थोड़ा संभाल लो उसको, ठीक है। फिर उसके बाद मैं उसको नॉर्मली बोलता हूँ कि अगर वो बंदा, इन केस अगर वो बंदा एचयूएल में चला गया ना, तो वो उसका मैनेजर बोलेगा अंकित तेरे को ये प्रोडक्ट सेल करके आना, ठीक है। वो 2 घंटे बाद आएगा, सर मैंने कंपनी बेच दी। इतना ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट पर्सन है वो, ठीक है। तो और वो उससे ना हर मेल उससे स्पेसिफिकली बहुत डरता है। वो हर इंसान को ना अपने जैसा बनाना चाहता है। हार्ड कोर स्मोकर, ठीक है, बहुत स्मोक करता है वो, बहुत स्मोक करता है। ही स्मोक्स लाइक अ चिमनी। वो मूवी देखने जाता है ना, मूवी में जब भी कोई वो मुकेश वाली ऐड आती है ना, पता है उसका रिएक्शन क्या होता है? अरे यार क्यों ऐड दिखाई, फिर सुट्टा फूकना पड़ेगा। तो वो ऐसा बंदा है, ठीक है। तो एक दिन ऐसे हम जा रहे थे, तो एक भार्गव नाम का हमारा कॉलेज फ्रेंड है, ठीक है, वो हमें दिखा। उसका थोड़ा एक लाइन में आइडेंटिफिकेशन बताता हूँ। ही इज 45 kgs, गुजराती गाय, 32 kgs उसका वेस्ट है। अगर तुम उसको मिरर के सामने खड़ा करोगे ना, बिल्कुल सिगरेट जैसी रिफ्लेक्शन है उसकी। उस बंदे को जाके बोला कि ब्रो चल ना, मैं तेरे को आज रूम पे लेके जाता हूँ, तेरे को आज मैं ब्लो बैक दूंगा, ठीक है। तो कहता कि अरे थोड़ा रहम करो अंकित भाई मेरे पे। तो कहता कि वैसे भी मेरे को कोल्ड है। कहता कि ठीक है आइस बर्स्ट दे दूंगा, बर्स्ट कर लेना, वो वैसे भी विक्स जैसी लगती है। वो ऐसा बंदा है, ठीक है। सो मूविंग ऑन टू माय लास्ट बिट। तो जैसे टेड टॉक देना भी जरूरी होता है ऐसे इवेंट्स में, ठीक है। तो मैंने ना लाइफ में बहुत गलत डिसीजंस लिए हैं, बहुत ज्यादा गलत डिसीजंस लिए हैं। तो बट जितना इंसान गिरता है ना उतना ही सीखता है। अब मैंने क्रैक कर लिया कि अच्छे डिसीजंस कैसे लेने हैं, ठीक है, यूट्यूब से। अब मेरे को अगर एक 5 मिनट का सॉन्ग भी सुनना होता है ना, पता मैं क्या करता हूँ? मैं उसका 25 मिनट का जाके रिव्यू सुनता हूँ पहले। अगर वो बंदा बोलता है ये गाना अच्छा है, सुनने लायक है, तो मैं सुनता हूँ, वरना नहीं सुनता। सो थैंक यू गाइस, दैट्स बीन माय टाइम। यू हैव बीन अ वेरी लवली ऑडियंस।
Thank you, Manik. I hope this week isn't too tough for you. The Valentine's week is going on and you are just reminiscing all your breakups and your job. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. No, now I'm studying now, so it's okay.
Great, great. All right.
He has Ankit for that, na?
Yeah, उसकी fitness बहुत गंदी है.
So, all right. Thanks, Manik. That was indeed a great performance. We'll move on to our next participants, who is Mayank Bhatt from IIM Rohtak. The stage is all yours, Mayank.
Yeah, hey guys, hey, let me just change my view to gallery. Yeah, cool. So I'm also an IIM alumni like Manik, and my name is Mayank, and thanks for having me. So I'm a student and I'm also a part-time comic. Okay, so that makes me full-time unemployed. Uh, but I'm pursuing my degree at IIM Rohtak, and that is also one of the reasons I'm unemployed. Uh, but currently, I'm doing this unpaid internship. And the major logic, which every student applies behind doing an unpaid internship is that you will gain experience, right? So students, they gain experience working as unpaid interns, and it's called a bad experience. So, by the way, I tried LinkedIn also. So if you guys know, right, how LinkedIn generates a lot, how elections generate a lot of employment. I'm guessing that is the reason why LinkedIn has so many polls every day. Like it's almost annoying. It gives election commission an inferiority complex. But I was watching participants, and it's good to see, even Kejriwal is here taking time out of his campaign. I noticed, Chetan has logged in from 2 accounts so that he can have 50% stake in the judges' votes. It's very smart. But like I said, I'm from IIM Rohtak. So it's almost like a baby IIM, if you know, right? I think the reason they call us a baby is because we are still trying to catch up with ABC. It's cool. But yeah, it's great to perform here at this college. So one thing, I noticed that among the shortlisted candidates they selected, then they didn't select anyone from their own college. I think it's because it is difficult if you are coming from it's difficult to kill if you are coming from a Jain institute. You know, yeah, few people will get the joke because it's a minority joke. So yeah, you guys, if you can unmute also if you want. This is not North Korea, so we have a yeah, we have a right to laugh here. But it's great. We are obviously doing this entire thing online thanks to COVID. I'm double vaccinated, by the way. I took Covishield. I think a lot of people took Covishield or Covaxin only. So it's great. We feel safe during weekdays. It's a government vaccine, so I'm not sure if it will work on weekends. But yeah, COVID has new variants every day. Like this year, we saw a lot of variants, Omicron and others. It's like coronavirus has more variations than Rashid Khan. It's very insane. But honestly, I'll tell you, okay, I'm waiting for the day when there will be a COVID variant of Indian origin. That would be a nightmare for the US because we all know it will eventually settle there. So that's very nice. I also saw that there were a lot of people from the IT. They did their engineering here, so it's cool. I also have an engineer friend. He's doing mechanical, by the way. So he tested positive for coronavirus. Okay, but because he was an engineer, the virus left his body because he anyway did not have a future. So the virus like, why waste time here? But yeah, there are a hell lot of engineers in this country, and like you guys know, right? Like there are countries in around the world which require a mandatory military service, right? Like no matter which profession or field you go in, you have to do it. Yeah, in India that is called BTech. So everybody is just into it. But COVID, coming back to COVID, COVID has certainly shown we're living in difficult times, right? Everyone is doing their bit. Like countries like India, US, they're sharing vaccines around the world. Even previously, people were sharing emergency helpline numbers. Even World Health Organization, they are sharing concerns. So everybody is just doing teamwork. But there was a lot of talk about vaccines, especially last year. Countries were seeking vaccines and all. I think now the entire world will turn into democracy because where there are drugs, there is republic. So Probably why Russia is in war mode, I will say. Yeah. But drugs, they remind me of NCB. You guys remember, right? Like what happened last year? They went after a lot of celebrities. But more than anyone, if there was one actor who was particularly troubled by them, no, not SRK, obviously, it was Amitabh Bachchan, okay? Because he was hosting KBC at that time. And NCB was giving KBC a tough competition since they were calling celebrities for questioning, much like Mr. Bachchan. But Amitabh Bachchan obviously featured in a lot of conversations last year, and I mean he was the voiceover for the COVID caller team. So, like I have listened to Amitabh Bachchan so much that it's making Arijit Singh insecure. You know, yeah. Like I listened to Amitabh Bachchan so much last year. He featured on my Spotify Wrapped. Yeah, he did. But anybody here who follows cricket, by the way, I'm not hoping, but yeah, few hands I can see. So auctions, they have been going on since yesterday, and there was just very one interesting thing I noticed. All the teams, they were mainly going after their ex players, and I was like, these teams are not the only ones who are trying to win back their exes this week. There are like a lot of people. Yeah, but I like Kohli personally. Like, I think a couple of months back he decided to quit captaincy and all because obviously, I mean, he wanted to focus more on ads. No, I'm just kidding. See, Kohli made some great contributions, right? Like at least in terms of fitness, like he raised the standards of fitness. Especially if you look at what he's done at RCB, like Kohli has focused so much on fitness. Even RCB's chances of winning IPL are slim. Like that's how good he is. But IPL is also now it's Tata IPL, by the way. Yeah. Now I think Tata can say they're in a league of their own, and mean it literally also. So Air India, it recently went back to the Tatas, and for a long time, Air India was running on losses. I think now finally it can run on fuel for a good change. But there's a lot like happening in the country also right now. Every day, there is some protests, something like right now. There's like some controversy around banning hijab in colleges. If you guys know, and finally, this week the matter it reached Karnataka High Court, and the High Court is in Bangalore, which explains why it took so much time to reach there. So, yeah. But even if you look on Feb 1st, the budget was announced this month. Did you guys follow? Anybody who followed the budget? See, you don't have to be a CA to understand the budget because even they don't. Okay, so it's fine. But I'll just quickly wrap up. I think Rafael Nadal he won a Grand Slam. Right? It was historic 21st. It's a big achievement. Like it was such a big achievement, even Indian media started covering the event. That was the only time they ran stories on Rafael, I would say. So kind of a big deal. Yeah. But in the same tournament, there was another controversy around Novak Djokovic. Like he got deported from Australia. But I would say he was very professional. He's a tennis star, so he took the entire battle to a court. It was very nice. But speaking, like so I basically come from stay in UP and it's election guys right here, election time right here. So there are a lot of problems in UP, okay, but politicians, they mostly don't have answers, which is surprising for me because for a state which has Uttar in its name, it lacks answers. So that was my time, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Back to your host, Rahul. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Mayank, for that amazing performance.
Thanks a lot.
Now, we would like to invite our next participant, Raghveer from Maika.
Hey, hello. So, is there a criteria that only people with a hybrid can participate in this event? Because even this guy was here into Arijit Singh. So, we can hope to see some varieties.
It seems like it's Valentine's week already, right, Chetan? So everybody is in that mode.
Yeah, hello, Smile. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Rockweave.
Yeah, beautiful. I'll start my time. Hey guys,
Thanks a lot for coming and switching on the video. My name is Raghuveer. My mom calls me Raghu and my dad calls me useless. Yeah, it's okay. I am from South India, okay? I'm from Chennai. So if you find my accent really weird, annoying, and funny, don't worry. The feelings are mutual. Anyways, speaking of coming from South India, I know only two North Indians, all right? So two famous North Indians that I know are Chetan Bhagat and Arvind Kejriwal. And we got the best of both the worlds today. Yeah, I know the joke is already done, but since we are talking about Chetan Bhagat, it's fine. We can repeat the story again. That doesn't matter. Anyway, so I've been performing stand-up comedy for like 2 years now. And post every shows, there are a lot of people who come and talk to us, right? So there are three categories of people, okay? So one is people who come and tell they like the show. They're good people. And then people who come and tell they didn't like the show, which is fine. But there is this third category of people who would come and give us advice too. Like people will come and tell me, bro, it's fine that you're making fun of all these things, but make fun of the people, no. See, it's not that I don't want to make fun of people, okay? The government is already doing it. There's no point. Dude, and ever since I joined MBA, right, I've been having a hard time to attend open mics and perform. And these are events that, where I get a stage time to perform, and people would come and ask me, oh, it's good that you have the passion. No, I'm not doing it for the passion, guys. I'm doing it for the prize money. I'll make it clear. But people would still come and do, bro, why? This is so shameful. Why do you do something for a money? Bro, relax. This is nothing, okay? Men of my age are doing marriages for money. Dude, yeah, the thing is, I turned 25 recently, all right? And yeah, thanks for the moment of silence. See, 25 is this age where you are too young to be in Bharat matrimony. At the same time, you are too old to be in Tinder. It is that age where you are too young to leave a party at 12, but you are too old to enter. So basically, if your life is a normal distribution, right? 25 is the point where everything starts falling down. And when you turn 25, you see a lot of problems, right? Especially with your hair, dude. Hair problem is the first problem. So either your hair starts falling or you will have white hairs. Like if you look my hair closely, I'll have so much white hair. It looks like a distorted chessboard. And I think this is the reason why people say 25 years as silver jubilee. It's because of the silver hair, guys. Just letting you know. And also, see, the thing is, I don't know how to communicate with younger people, right? Since I'm 25, I don't know how to communicate with younger people because these people have a language of their own. They talk in memes. When you're 25, you cannot create meme. You are the meme. and they use all these abbreviations, right? So there is this abbreviation called FOMO, FOMO, anything FOMO. See, I'm a 25-year-old person. The only FO and MO I know is when I write a letter, FO is father of and MO is mother of. Thank God it's FO first and MO next, not the other way around. Crazy, dude, crazy. And there are a lot of things I fear, okay? The first thing which I fear a lot is these coffee pantry machines. Like you see the vending machines in your pantry, right? Like you go into a pantry, you see a coffee machine with a lot of buttons, just like the voting machine. Because whatever you press, you get the same thing only. And have you seen the varieties of the coffee name like latte, espresso, cappuccino, whatever? See, I come from a very small town. Here I get only two varieties of coffee. It's either with sugar or without sugar. And there was something which I saw. It was even more crazy. There was this option called South Indian coffee. I got really pissed off because I thought these people were going racist by saying South Indian coffee is dark coffee. But later I realized what they actually meant was South Indian coffee is coffee without water. It's a political joke. It takes time. Just like it takes time for us to get the water. It's fine. And also the thing with 25 is dating is hard. Dating is really hard. And I'm not telling people who are dating at 25 will have a hard time. I'm not telling that. Dating is hard. Getting into dating is hard. See, I'm 25 and my parents have created a matrimony profile for me already. See, it's not that I fear rejection. Okay? I'm an engineer. I'm used to it. It's about the expectations that these people have. There was this website I went one day and I saw an expectation from a bright side. Look at their expectation. Looking for matches only from UK, USA, New Zealand, Canada, South Africa. Website name is Bharat Matrimony. Crazy, dude. And when you are single and you are depressed, right? People start giving all sorts of advice. And you know where I go for advice? YouTube. So one of my friend, he shared me a video. 12 advices to get a girlfriend. So I opened the video. Advice number 1. Don't listen to others' advice. See, I have only two options in front of me right now. Either to listen to his advice or not to listen to his advice. But both of them will lead to a paradox. I'll tell you how. Let's assume that I take the first option, which is to listen to his advice. And his advice is not to listen to others' advice. So if I'm listening to his advice of not to listen to others' advice, then I should not listen to his advice. And the second option is not to listen to his advice. And his advice is not to listen to others' advice. So if I'm not listening, you're getting me, right? I uninstalled YouTube that day, guys. I don't want to deal it with. The other thing which I fear a lot is ordering in Subway. You know, right? Like you go into the Subway, you see a very big board at the entrance. Like, we make our own bread. Of course, you have to. Whom do you expect, us? And when you go into the Subway, right, you can see that men and women completely differ the way they order. Like, women know what they want, men don't. So one day I was standing in the Subway line. The girl in front of me was going like, I'll have a 6-inch corn and piece with every vegetable except the olives and a little bit of mint size, please. What? And then the guy called me, sir, what do you want? The problem with Indians is, if you don't know answer to a question, you repeat with a question. Sir, what do you want? I don't know. What do you have? And then I was seeing a guy going there like, inky, pinky, ponky, father, red color, inky, pinky, ponky, green color, inky, pinky, ponky, white color. Sir, those are tissue papers. 2 slices, please. Crazy, dude, crazy. And I stay at a place where we have people from different cultures, right? So the problem with staying at such a place is people start comparing cities, dude. Like, I have a friend of mine from Bangalore. So whenever I say something nice about Chennai to him, he'll compare it with Bangalore. So one day we were going on the road. I told him that, dude, the road is really good. He said, not as good as Bangalore roads. One day it was raining. I told him, dude, the weather is really good. Not as good as Bangalore weather. I got really pissed off. So I was waiting for my turn to take revenge on him. He and his wife came to my home one day. Bro, this is my wife. She's from Hyderabad. I said, not as good as your Bangalore wife. Done. And so, yeah, the last thing is, I was born in a family of teachers, all right. Like, my grandfather used to be a principal in an elementary school. My father used to be a headmaster in a government school. And my mom was a correspondent in a private school. Your family have principals. My family have principals. And the worst thing is, when you're born in such a family, it's about the expectations that they have, right? They expect you to study. So my parents had an expectation that I'll get a GPA of 8 or 9 in engineering. I got 10 arrears. All my relatives got really pissed off. They came and advised me, Raghu, 3 people have achieved a lot in your family and you are the stupid person. Basically, I'm the Rahul Gandhi of my family, guys. And the worst part is, my mom, she worked in the same school where I studied. She was my class teacher. Just imagine how terrible it would be. You have this thing called as parent-teachers meeting, right? Where you take your parent to meet your teacher. I have to take my father and meet my mother. The meeting room will look like our dining room. On one side, I have a parent who is my teacher. And on the other side, I have a teacher who is my parent. From the top, it looks like a Venn diagram. Dad is A, mom is B, me in between A intersection B. Like, imagine the conversation that takes place. Mom asks dad, sir, are you Raghuvir's father? That you have to tell. Sir, your son is not studying well. Your son. He is our son. They say Mada, Pida, Guru, Daivam, right? Both my Mada and Pida are teachers. Now I think only the God has to save me. Thanks guys, that has been my time. My name is Ravi.
And if I was not the judge, then what would have happened to these people's content to start with? Have you selected me for that reason? Now I feel
Thank you, Raghuveer. That was amazing and truly amazing, I'll say. And I hope Rahul is just taking notes because I don't want to be bugged by his dad jokes ever again. So Rahul, please take notes.
I'm taking notes and you would be seeing a stand-up coming soon from my side. And then you will be surprised that these are not dad jokes that I'm making.
Okay, that's a free lesson for you then.
So now I'm even more excited to see our next performer. So please welcome Rinku Goyal from Ellen Wellington Institute of Management Development and Research.
Hey everyone, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. अरे यार राहुल यार तुमने बताया नहीं यार ये YouTube पे लाइव है मुझे चेंज करके आना पड़ा बिना वजह। बट लेट्स कम टू द टॉपिक। सबकी लाइफ हंकी डोरी चल रही होती है, मस्त हाल चल रही होती है, लेकिन सबकी लाइफ में एक बंदा वो है जिसको हजम नहीं होती है बात। मेरी लाइफ में गॉड गॉड मतलब गॉड को दिखता है ना, इसकी लाइफ मस्त चल रही है, लेकिन आ जाते हैं, अरे ऐसे कैसे मस्त चल रही है, रुक मैं इंतजाम करता हूँ ब्रो, ऐसे नहीं चलने दूंगा तेरी लाइफ। तो एक दिन भाई साहब मैं ऐसे सो रहा हूँ, पिछले लॉकडाउन की बात है, मस्त सो रहा हूँ, मेरे को पीछे से कुछ चुभने लगा। सो आज लाइक कि चलो दिखाते हैं, तो मैं डॉक्टर के पास गया, मेरे फैमिली डॉक्टर हैं, मेरे चाचू होम्योपैथिक है, तो उनके पास गया। मैं कहा चाचू एक बार चेक करना, पीठ में कुछ से चुभ रहा है मेरे को। तो उन्होंने ऐसे चेक किया, हाथ लगे देखा, तो कहते इट्स अ सिस्ट। सो हम लाइक ठीक है, दवाई दो, निकालो या जो भी है करो इसको ठीक। कहते नहीं नहीं ऐसे ठीक नहीं होती। मैं कहा फिर कैसे ठीक होती? कहते इसका ऑपरेशन होता है। मैं कहा नहीं। कहते हाँ। मैं कहा नहीं नहीं ऑपरेशन ऑपरेशन, ऐसे दवाई वाई दे दो मैं ठीक हो जाएगा। कहते नहीं नहीं इसका ऑपरेशन होता है। मैं कहा अच्छा फिर मतलब होती होती कैसे है ये बताओ। कहते कोई भी रीजन हो सकता है, इट कुड बी कैंसर है। तो मैं कहा यार तुम ऐसे मत बोलो यार, कैजुअली मत लो यार, कैंसर है कोई वजह से बोलने की चीज है क्या? तुम डरा रहे हो यार बिना वजह का ऐसे। कैंसर कोई कैंसर वर्ड सुन के किसी के कान खोल जाते हैं, मतलब समझ रहे हो। तो हम लाइक कि चलो फिर कहते हैं, मैं कहा यार क्या मतलब यार कैसे ऑपरेशन ऑपरेशन क्या बोल रहे हो कि क्या पहले टेस्ट करवा। मैं कहा कौन सा? फिर बायोप्सी नाम के टेस्ट होते हैं। मैं कहा अच्छा। मैं किया गूगल, और गूगल लाइक सबको पता है, गूगल इज लाइक ऐसे खंजर लेंगे, ऐसे मार देंगे, ऐसे सब कुछ निचोड़ लेंगे तेरे शरीर में से। और मैं ऐसा हो गया, मैं कहा नहीं मुझे नहीं करना, मुझे कुछ करना ही नहीं, मैं रो दूंगा। तो हम लाइक कि मैं गया, पापा पापा ऐसा सब हिसाब है। कहते क्या है उस तो एक काम कर, तू जो है अल्ट्रासाउंड करा ले, अल्ट्रासाउंड से आ जाएगा। मैं कहा हाँ मैं अल्ट्रासाउंड में करवा लूँ। मैं कहा अल्ट्रासाउंड से मेरे को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, अल्ट्रासाउंड में करवा लूँ। मैं गया मम्मी को लेके अब पैथोलॉजिस्ट के पास, पैथ लैब में। मैं कहा मम्मी मैं यहाँ खड़ा हूँ, मेरी मम्मी यहाँ खड़ी है, और पैथोलॉजिस्ट का जो डॉक्टर है वो यहाँ खड़ा है। तो मम्मी कहती है कि लाइक लड़के का अल्ट्रासाउंड करवाना है। तो डॉक्टर भी लाइक हाँ क्या हुआ है लड़के को? कि इसको सिस्ट है पेट में। अच्छा तो इसमें तो अल्ट्रासाउंड नहीं होता, तो बायोप्सी होती है। मैं कहा कहते कर दो। मैं कहा कर दो मतलब क्या, मेरी परमिशन ले लो यार। तो आपस में डिस्कस कर रहे हो तुम लोग, मैं भी हूँ यहाँ पे, मतलब मेरे से पूछ। मेरे पूछ लो मेरे से, मैं बताऊंगा, मेरे को बताना है, मेरे को भाई एक बार से तुमने पाँव फोड़ दिया भाई, अभी जस्ट गूगल करके आया मैं, गूगल ने तो मेरे को कह दिया कि तू बेटा मरेगा, उसी खंजर से तू मरेगा। मैं गया, मैं कहा यार ये नहीं होने वाला भाई, कुछ करना पड़ेगा। और भाई डॉक्टर मतलब डॉक्टर का कुछ नहीं होगा कुछ नहीं होगा, चल चल चल। मैंने जाऊंगा करके चल चल चल, कुछ नहीं होगा कुछ नहीं होगा, अरे कुछ नहीं होगा, तू शायद तुझे 2 मिनट का काम है, 2 मिनट का। मैं कहा जबरदस्ती मेरे को ले गए, मेरे को लेटा दिया। कहते ठीक। वो लेके आया है इंजेक्शन, वो भैंस जैसा इंजेक्शन था, ठीक है। वो इंजेक्शन का साइज देख के मेरी हालत खराब हो। तो वो लेके आया, उसने वो इंजेक्शन डाला, सीरम करके निकाला, मेरी चीख निकल गई। उसने जो तो वो निकाला, निकाल के डॉक्टर क्या कहता है, सही से निकला नहीं, दोबारा निकालना पड़ेगा। मैं कहा क्या ये झोला छाप डॉक्टर है भाई, मेरे को नहीं करवाना इससे इलाज, मैं नहीं करवा रहा इलाज भाई, ये क्या चल रहा है? कह रहे नहीं 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 कुछ नहीं कुछ नहीं कुछ नहीं, दोबारा एक बार 1 मिनट का काम है, 1 मिनट का काम है भाई साहब। मैं कहा मम्मी वहीं खड़ी है, वो डॉक्टर वहीं खड़ा है, उसने फिर से लेके वो डाल दिया, और वो सर से करके निकाल दिया और ले गया। अब उसके हाथ में उस के अंदर जो सीरम था वो है। दैट टाइम उसको जाके टेस्ट करना चाहिए, टेस्ट में जो रिजल्ट आता है वो देखना चाहिए, ऑब्जर्व करना चाहिए सेक्सुअल, इसीलिए टेक्नोलॉजी बनाई गई है। बट नहीं, वो डॉक्टर है, उसको देखते ही क्या कहता है, आई थिंक इट्स कैंसर। और मेरी सांसें फूली। मैं कहा भाई देख देख जाके टेस्ट कर, टेस्ट की रिपोर्ट लेके आ, मुझे ऐसे मत बोल, मुझे डरा मत, मेरी वैसे ही सांसें फूली पड़ी है, तू डरा मत मुझे, ठीक है। टेस्ट जा, टेस्ट करवा, टेस्ट की रिपोर्ट लेके आ, मैं टेस्ट की रिपोर्ट देखूंगा, रिपोर्ट। और भाई मैं कहा रिपोर्ट बता, तो रिपोर्ट बता, रिपोर्ट कब तक आएगी? कहता 1 हफ्ता। मैं कहा 1 हफ्ता? कहता हाँ। और भाई वो 1 हफ्ता मेरी जिंदगी का नरक, क्योंकि उस 1 हफ्ते में मेरे हिसाब से मुझे कैंसर है। मैं कैंसर पे पीएचडी कर चुका हूं, गूगल पे जितना लिखा था मैं सब पढ़ चुका हूं। मैं जो है मेरा वो वाला हिसाब हो गया। मैं पापा को लिख रहा हूँ, डियर डैडी, मेरी जिंदगी में मुझसे जो भी भूल चूक हुई मुझे माफ कर देना। मैं एक नालायक बेटा था, नालायक बेटे की तरह जा रहा हूं करके मेरा वो वाला हाल हो गया। मैं दोस्तों की तरफ यार आई थिंक ना ऐसे मुझे ना ऐसे कैंसर है ना, मैं कैंसर से मरने वाला हूं, मेरा वो वाला हिसाब हो गया। 1 हफ्ता मेरे हलक में अटक गया वो टेस्ट। एनीवे, जैसे तैसे करके एक हफ्ता वो मेरी जिंदगी का निकल गया। रिपोर्ट आई, रिपोर्ट में निकल के आया इट्स नॉट कैंसर, इट्स टीबी। ठीक है, चलो घर पे गए, घर पे हमने सबको कहा मम्मी ऐसे रिपोर्ट वगैरह ये है, इसमें कैंसर कुंसर नहीं है। और मेरा हाल ऐसा, मुझे पहले उस झोला छाप डॉक्टर को लेके आओ। उसने जो एक हफ्ता मेरी नरक बना दी जिंदगी, मुझे उस झोला छाप डॉक्टर से मिलना है पहले, बाकी सब मेरे को बाद में करना है। बट ठीक है, ऐसे मोमेंट पे स्टोरी एंड हो जानी चाहिए, बट नहीं, भगवान तो रेडी बैठे हैं कि बेटा नहीं नहीं नहीं, खत्म थोड़ी, अभी स्टार्ट हुई है, सुनो। तो अब इलाज तो करवाना था। अब गए, ठीक है, पापा कहते हैं ठीक है गवर्नमेंट का टीबी का हॉस्पिटल है, वहां चलते हैं, वहां टेस्ट करवा लेंगे, वहां पे तेरी इलाज भी शुरू करवा देंगे। हम गए डॉक्टर के पास, वहां पे हॉस्पिटल में गए, वहां पे जाके उनको रिपोर्ट ऐसे मैंने दिखा दी कि हाँ ये रिपोर्ट है। वो कहता ठीक है 6 महीना कोर्स चलेगा, हर महीने हर रोज की 5 गोली तुम्हें दिखानी होगी। मैंने कहा हाँ ठीक है, कि चलो स्टार्ट करने से पहले कुछ टेस्ट उनको करवाने। मैं कहा बताओ क्या, कि तो कुछ ज्यादा नहीं, एक तो नॉर्मल ब्लड टेस्ट कराना है शुगर का, और दूसरा एक HIV टेस्ट करवाना है। मैं कहा क्या? मैं कहा देख भाई मेरे, मुझे कुछ भी हो सकता है, ये नहीं हो सकता, ठीक है। ओनली वे मुझे ये हो सकता है, ये मेरे साथ खड़े हैं, ठीक है, मुझे नहीं हो सकता, ये पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं है मेरी। कहता है अच्छा तुम क्या कहते हैं, ड्रिंक करते हो? मैं कहा नहीं। मैं वो क्या होता है, ड्रग्स? मैं कहा हाँ रोज का, देखो अभी भी लगा के आए। फिर कहते टेस्ट करवा के आओ। मैं कहा ठीक है। मैं पापा के साथ गया। अब पापा के साथ मैं टेस्ट करवाने के लिए पैथ लैब पे गया, उस वाले पे ऑब्वियसली नहीं गया, पैथ लैब पे गया, और उन्होंने ऐसे निकाल लिया सीरम से ब्लड, एंड हम बाहर खड़े, उन्होंने 2 घंटे में रिपोर्ट आ जाएगी। ऑल दो मुझे पूरा यकीन है मुझे HIV नहीं हो सकता, बट वो एक कोने में दिल के कहीं पे, दिल तो बच्चा है, कोई रीजन तो है नहीं उसके पास, उसने इम्पॉसिबल पॉसिबिलिटीज को पॉसिबल करना शुरू कर दिया है। कि जो मैं कल ट्रेन करवाने गया था, उसने जो ब्लेड यूज किया था, कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं वही ब्लेड उसने कहीं और भी यूज किया था, और जिस बंदे पे उसने वो ब्लेड यूज किया था उसको HIV था, और उसने मुझे भी कर दिया। मैं दुनिया भर की पॉसिबिलिटी, क्योंकि ऑल द कंफर्म है, ठीक है, बट मानता नहीं ना। अगर वो अगर वर्ड जो है ना वो बहुत खतरनाक होता है, अगर। तो ठीक है, हम बाहर खड़े हैं पैथ लैब के, पापा के साथ मैं खड़ा हूँ, और मेरे पापा के फ्रेंड जो है आ गए कि और लाला जी क्या हाल है। अब बनिया है, बनियों में लाला जी बोलते हैं, तो और लाला जी क्या हाल है। तो भैया कि कैसे खड़े हो? कुछ नहीं, लड़के का HIV का टेस्ट कर रहा है। मैं कहा पापा ऐसे नहीं बोलते ना, मतलब पापा को पता नहीं ना मतलब क्या है। पापा कहेगा होगा कोई ब्लड टेस्ट नॉर्मल सा, कहेगा पापा ऐसे नहीं बोलते यार, ऐसे नहीं अच्छा लगता। तो ठीक है, रिपोर्ट करवाई, टेस्ट की रिपोर्ट आई 2 घंटे में, और वो रिपोर्ट पॉजिटिव ऑब्वियसली नहीं आई। अपन दुनिया अपनी नेगेटिव है, जिंदगी नेगेटिव हो गई, आप रिपोर्ट की तो क्या ही बात करो। तो नहीं आई नेगेटिव रिपोर्ट, और मैं कहा चलो ठीक है। अब ये पूरा इंसिडेंट जो मेरे साथ हुआ, इस इंसिडेंट्स में, क्योंकि इसको एंड करना है तो किसी पॉजिटिव नोट पे खत्म पड़ेगा, तो इस इंसिडेंट को मैंने एक चीज सीखी कि हमारी लाइफ में हम चीजों को तब तक हाइप बनाते हैं जब तक उससे ऊपर का कुछ आ नहीं जाता। जैसे अगर उस टाइम पे मेरा फर्स्ट थॉट कैंसर नहीं होता, तो वो जो टीवी है ना, वो मुझे ऐसा लगता कि भाई मेरे साथ क्या हो गया, मेरी जिंदगी खत्म हो गई, मैं कैसे फेस करूंगा, 6 महीने कैसे गुजरेंगे। आई एम लाइक वो वाला मेरा फेस। लेकिन क्योंकि मेरा पहला थॉट ही कैंसर था, तो टीवी का तो ये हो गया क्या है, झेल लेंगे, इतना देखा ये भी देख ले। तो दैट्स माय साइड गाइस, दैट्स रिंकू, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you so much, Rinku, for that amazing performance. And indeed, the Google has been a trap for all of us. So now with this, all the performances have been completed, and it was an amazing set of performances. And I'm sure that these indeed made you go Lmfao. So now I will request all the jury members to give their remarks and tell how they like the event and the performances. After the
Neha,
remarks,
you
we
are
will
starting.
After the remarks, we will be sending you shortly to the breakout room to decide the results. Before that, you could just tell about the event.
Okay, I'll go first. So, I loved it. Uh, I think I'll start with saying that it was Ojas itself that gave me my first opportunity to stage a live comic show, and I think it is firstly brilliant that people can come up at this age and experience and stage something like this. So kudos to all the participants. I just have few pointers and malab, from whatever I have followed comedy and whatever I've learned of comedy. Um, Something which is very important, I think, is getting into large pieces for comedy. कि some instance मैं बोलना start करूँ and उसके around एक story बनाऊँ, but and participants, I loved it कि how you did that and how you did not do that, because for a competitive space, if I get into a story as that and my peers don't like it or the judges don't like it, then मेरा काम खत्म उधर ही. So I believe that that's a very big temptation to get into a big piece, but I loved it how you relied on your small pieces and small jokes, and that is very difficult to make. तो वो मेरे को बहुत क्लासी लगा. If you have a temptation and you can still rely on something which is more difficult of getting more small jokes. Small jokes के संग एक और चीज आता है bridges बनाना. And I saw that with two participants in particular, fab bridges. एक जोक से दूसरा जोक जंप करने में वो फट जाती है. मैं तो एकदम बोलूंगा, लेकिन bang on bridges. ठीक है, एकदम लगा नहीं कि there was a fluency gap. And something in virtual world, of course, I have to remark that all the four, you were really reaching out of my laptop screen. So hey, वो तो एकदम, that was bang on. Your body language, all the four of you, is so apt to comedy, and don't leave that. Whatever be the result here, of course, जिस तरह content आ रहा है, I am sure you will not leave that. So वो एक लंबा चौड़ा मेरे तरफ से review हो गया. And these are the points I was judging. Bridge कैसा था? What pieces you got into? And your eloquence and your stage presence as well. Virtual world के हिसाब से, but that's it. You can love being a part. Jyotsna, Neha, on to it.
Yeah, Neha, would you like to go next?
Yeah, I loved every moment of it. And I think as Chetan was right, there were two people whom I could connect to a lot. And that was very interesting. They could maneuver between, moving from one topic to another, which was amazingly good. And one thing I liked about Manik was that he was very cool, as in he himself wasn't probably even smiling, but the way he connected from one thing to another, very cool. Good, Manik. And I think next one that I could connect to a lot is Raghveer. Raghveer, amazingly good. I mean, I have a lot of South Indian friends, Raghveer, so I could connect to you a lot. Okay. And I don't know. I really liked your stuff. And Rinku, of course, I'm married into a Goyal family in a way, Agarwal family. So okay, so I knew the Lalaji thing. So it's fun. It's fun to be able to connect, and virtually it was an amazing show. And thanks, guys. Thanks once again for having me over. That's it. Cool.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. First of all, I think I'll say that, it takes a lot of courage to do comedy on a virtual platform, because I remember we were having this back in my organization, we were having this stand-up comedy show, and the comedian, kept saying, if I can't hear the laughs, I won't be able to, perform my jokes at all. I won't be able to jump to the next ones. And he literally, like, he was frazzled himself, and he was an experienced performer. So I know it's very hard to be able to do this, keep continuing, even though if there's a lag in jokes, or if somebody's laughing at a inopportune moment. So kudos to that I love the spirit. Very nice. I'll just say a few words about each. Manik, I know it was probably a little difficult to start off and set that ball rolling, but I think you did a really good job. And when I come to Mayank, I think you have a very unassuming presence. So, the jokes are sort of very subtle. And as Chetan said, the bridges you built, and even Raghuvi, the bridges you built were very commendable. It was almost that, you would slightly just last make thoda sa add kar doge, and then it just goes as a bulb in your head ki, oh, this was a good one. So I really liked the jokes. Raghuveer, coming to you, very, very nice maneuvering amongst pura South India, North India. You sort of covered the entire span and very relatable spectrum. So none of it was acha mujhe iska koi idea nahi hai. You covered that very nicely. And lastly, coming to Rinku, as Chetan also said this, it takes a bit of a courage to actually पूरा जो अपना weave करना around one story itself. It takes a lot of courage to do that, and kudos to you for that. I really loved being a part of this. Brings back a lot of memories, and I really loved laughing as well. So thank you so much to the organizers as well for organizing a very nice show. I really loved it. Thank you.
Thank you, judges. And I'm sure that you're going to have a hard time judging them because, as you all have said, all the performances, each performance was topped by the subsequent one. So I'll now request the judges to go to the breakout room and finalize the winners of the event.
Yash, please send the judges.
Yeah.
And Pratishtha would be going along.
Yeah.
So while the judges deliberate who takes the trophy and the prizes, I request our audience to kindly follow the link in the chat and vote for Ojas 14 as the favorite Beef Stool Fest in India. Yash would be sharing the link. Yash, if possible, share it on the YouTube live stream as well.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, thank you, Yash.
How is the scene with campus opening in speech? Oh, can we talk? Is it being streamed?
Yeah.
Yes, please. You're most welcome to, guys. Yeah, Raghuveer, you were saying
No, I was
something.
just asking how was the campus reopening and all, like you people are on campus or?
Yeah, many of us are on campus. So our campus opened last year in October. So we were coming in batches.
Right.
So it has been great meeting the batchmates after online term. So you guys are on campus or?
No, we just came back to home. So yeah, they sent us back. I think we'll be going in next month.
Yeah, same with us. So we joined in I think September. Then again, last month we came back to home.
great. Many of us had to come back as well because of the COVID outbreak in Mumbai, especially. But yeah, a lot of people have been back for Ojas, and we are having a campus fest almost. So for us, the campus students, it is there on campus, and it's been very lively. And we so wish that we could have had this on stage as we had previously planned.
I think next year it will all be, hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope for that.
Saying this for 2 years. Next year it will be fine.
It's true.
As said by Rinku, Bhagwan hai na.
So you guys are from first year or second year?
First year.
First year.
Yeah, we are all confused.
So, do you guys remember that the bit which I shared, that SP Jain tragedy? The
Yeah,
first call?
it happened
You know
with me.
that, na?
It happened
Yeah,
with me that year.
Okay, okay.
It was very disheartening. I was also initially first selected for the call, and then I got to know that I'm not there in the list. But luckily, next year it worked. Pradisha, what time would be going back to the breakout to check?
Yeah, just a couple of minutes more,
Sure.
and then the judges will be back, and
Yeah.
we'll be having the results, which we all are awaiting. So just have some patience, guys. I'm so sorry. We'll have to wait for a couple of more minutes.
Thank you, Pradisha. So you guys perform comedy on stage as well, like as a you have just started.
Used to.
I just started actually now. I don't know about others.
So, today is my fourth time.
Oh,
Like Manik and I, we were a part of a show yesterday also. Like,
Yeah. Me and Raghuveer performed like 3 times in the same in all the competition.
okay. But must say like all the performances are very good. Like because like I've watched comedy shows a lot, and I really enjoy it throughout the day. And it's
Yeah.
very difficult virtually, especially because like I understand because comedians get motivated when they see people laugh or they hear the voices and moods and everything. But hopefully,
Yeah,
like
that's really a big issue actually. Na? When people laugh and you saw their expressions, they actually motivates you to speak a lot. But when they are just silent and you're like where they are liking it or they're not liking it, or that's really an issue.
Yeah, we understand that. And initially, we were also a little apprehensive how we are going to conduct this virtually. But thankfully, we got such great participants that it all worked out for the best. So, yeah, thank you guys for making this a success. So, yeah, the credit goes to you all. And I have one request. I guess Rahul announced previously as well. We have a D2C voting link on the chat to vote for your favorite B School festival. So we are just hoping that you guys would vote for SPJMR if you like the fest. So please, guys, the audiences as well as the participants, I request you all to please go to that link and vote right now. All right, guys. So the judges have deliberated and they have come to their discussions, to the final results. So we now have the moment of truth with us, and I'll request the judges to please announce the runner-up for the contest.
So I have been asked to do the difficult thing here, difficult or whatever. Let's not make a comedy event more serious. But so all the four of you, like we said, we really and thoroughly thank you for the evening you have put up, and thank you for showing enough courage. The runner-up on our list is our second participant, who is Mayank Bhatt. For his brilliant, first of all, dig at me, and then continuing on from there, and all the recent jokes. I think if I have to, if my palette of parameters was of recency and new content, so something I'm looking for, I would surely vote Mayank as the first. That is something brilliant. कि कल का आया हुआ कोई कंटेंट को जोक बना के you are presenting today. Brilliant, Mayank. And hope to see you, and do invite all the three of us and entire Ojas team to any show you do. Okay, so stand-up comedy, your stand-up comedy is something we are wanting to keenly follow. That applies to all the four of you, by the way. And our winner, I think, rather undisputed, and for all the people viewing it live, Ragveer, I think one of the most fab comedians I have met, seen, and the body language you bring, मतलब amazing. कोई तोड़ ही नहीं है उसका कि you were all over the screen, and of course, मतलब if you were on stage, the crowd would have gone rolling on floor if that happens actually. So Ranbir, amazing, and I think very critical feedback also. I think from the subway point of time you picked up. So I think you can shuffle your content around a bit, but when you picked up, you did not. बोलते हैं ना tug of war कि एक बार hold आ जाए तो बस फिर टानो that way, that feeling I got कि बंदा अब तो भाई अपने flow में आ गए. ठीक है, so you gave us the opportunity and gave yourself the opportunity to get in the flow. But Ragveer, the stage is yours and the award is yours. Ojas team, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Jyotsna and Neha, of course, please add.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I think Chetan has done the difficult task for us really well. Congratulations to both of you and all the participants. I know it took a huge deal of courage, and congratulations to the ones who won. Really great content. Very well, built bridges and amazing content. In fact, we really loved it. And thank you for hosting us. It's been great to be back at SP, even though it's virtual, but it's really nice to be back. And it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Can I take over?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Jyotsna. And since both of you have said whatever was needed to be said, the only thing that I would say is, it takes a lot of effort to connect to an online audience. Let me be honest, because I was just telling Jyotsna and Chetan also sometime back that day before yesterday, I was hosting a 200 people event in my organization. That was a 6th anniversary celebration. And being in marketing, I do all the hard work. Okay, so the entire managing the music at the background, the recordings, whatever the presentations were, and connecting with your CEO directors and all seniors along with your colleagues and juniors wasn't easy. So I give all the due credit to all of you and to the participants. I'm 100% sure it's not easy, because I found it difficult. Day before yesterday, I knew how difficult that was to connect to everyone, make people laugh, try to crack a silly joke, and even if people are making fun of you also over there, then also laugh at it. So I completely am with you guys. So all of you are stars. Okay, thanks so much. That's it.
So congratulations to both the winners and the participants for putting up a really great show. We had a great time. And thanks for making the closing event of Ojas truly memorable. and hopefully we will have an offline event in future where we could see all the comedy shows and all the judges in live. So now, Pratishta.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for joining in. I request the judges and the winners to please stay back. Both the winners to please stay back, and we'll be taking you to some breakout rooms. So thanks everybody for joining us and for being such a wonderful audience. Your cheers and giggles will echo in the history of Ojas 14. Thanks a lot. Good evening.
And a lot of thanks to people who joined from the YouTube live stream. Hope
Yes.
you enjoyed the event.
Thank you guys. Thanks for coming in.
We have a picture of the winners and the judges. Once.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yash, can you please send us to breakout rooms?
I'm doing that. Yeah.
Thank you.
So participants, yes, all the participants have been sent, right? Pratishta?
Yeah, I've sent Pratishta along with the winners.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Thank you all three for joining us on the event. Do you please have give some feedback about the event, and I hope Pratishta noted all the addresses in the breakout or she all the addresses part is pending. Actually, we had to send a few mementos to you guys for joining us today. So your addresses have been noted by Pratishta, or I just wanted to confirm. No, okay, I will just make a note. Okay, then I will send a email just after it where I can collect all the details from audience. So any feedback for the Ojas team?
Chetan has one.
Thanks, Rahul. Always as Jyotsna said, always a pleasure to come back to SP. Though he feedback hai, somebody from Ojas should take a hit on himself and start the event. Okay, embarrassing होगा थोड़ा I know and people won't be ready for it. But 2-5 मिनट open करना जिसको बोलते हैं ना कॉमिक इवेंट को, वो करना बहुत important है, नहीं तो कोई participant को करना पड़ता है. तो और allow participant 2 minutes to open, मतलब जो first participant है give him that advantage. तो बहुत important मतलब कि आई थिंक अमित के नहीं होने से वो थोड़ा सा इधर उधर भी हो गया, बट अदरवाइज योर टाइमिंग वुडंट हैव मैच्ड. तो मेरे को पता है, अदरवाइज ऐसे लगता है कि टाइम है और अपने किए नहीं. तो आई अंडरस्टैंड द प्रॉब्लम एंड वो फीडबैक है. द अदर थिंग इज दैट देखो वर्कआउट सम वे. आई हैव डन सम शोज वेयर यूट्यूब का मेरे को रियल टाइम फीडबैक मिल रहा था. आई थिंक दैट रियली पिक्स अप द पार्टिसिपेंट कि वो